But what I realized is having this much gap, having not working for 8 years, me going back in accounting, or if somebody is the same place, same like me, how could they survive? But I felt like you have to take, when you want to grow next level, you have to take a risk. So then I decided to take it. And now I'm seeing results for the last 2 to 3 months. I patiently waited. But with all these troubles, if I thought it, okay, this is not for me and gave up in 1 year, I wouldn't have been here, talking to you today.
Welcome to The Growth Switch, the podcast where we explore the strategies, struggles, and breakthroughs of bold business leaders. I'm your host, Jules Fox, growth strategist and lead content creator at Aries Media. I'm here to uncover how today's top brands are scaling, overcoming challenges, and unlocking sustainable success. Now, for those of you just tuning in, Aries Media helps grow successful brands with comprehensive, hands-on support for sales, business development, and performance marketing. Go ahead and drop growth into the comments if you want to learn how to do that. Now, today we have a very special guest, Ranjith Ravula, and he is the CEO of the Raks Group. He's the creator of RecruitElite and all these handy new tools like Sociamate, Chatmate, even tell us a little bit more about these tools in the podcast. He has turned his journey from accountant to entrepreneur into a multi-million-dollar staffing, tech, and community building powerhouse. Ranjith, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Mr. Fox. And it's my pleasure to be on your podcast as a guest.
Yeah, absolutely. Pleasure to have you. So tell me a little bit about the beginning. Let's hear the origin story. I think you started in accounting and then you shifted into recruiting entrepreneurship. How does that happen?
I came to US in 2007 as a non-immigrant, but I wasn't dependent on my wife's visa. But my back end, I worked in accounting back in India. So I have a master's degree in accounting. I have almost 2 to 3 year experience though there. So after getting my work authorization in 2014, I thought maybe I'll restart my same, accounting. Then I went back and searched my jobs. Even I had to, switch another business too. I even worked. I even built another business, but it didn't go well. So again, I had to try an accounting. Thought I would go back and make a good career out of it. But I had a trouble in finding jobs because of the gap and also my communication skills. It really had a problem presenting myself and talking in English. Then I realized I did work for 1 year and in staffing company. So I again learned everything, how in US, how the accounting system works and, all those things. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I got laid off within 1 year. And so then I came back at the same place where I started. And I did not, find any job. I searched many in accounting and I went to interviews, but I was not really a good fit for the culture and other things. So I felt like, okay, maybe it's not going to work for, here. So I have to find something different. Working 1 year experience in a staffing kind of gave me some insights there. So I realized maybe I know the back end and accountant, how it works. All I need to learn about recruiting and other things. So I thought, okay, this is for me. Then I took help of with my friends. And one day I started Raks Group.
Yeah. All right. So what was the market fit for Raks Group? Because so here you are, clearly being a follower isn't necessarily a good fit. So you jumped into being a leader, which is fantastic. So what was that market fit for Raks Group where you realized that it was going to be a huge hit?
The main, the reason why staffing is we all non-immigrants, we came to here and we most of all in IT. So most of my friends are also in IT. Even the moment, thought accounting is not for me, then the next, thought I got it is going to IT jobs again. Learning in IT and, get a job, something. Even my friends also and other, well-wishers also suggested me the same. But what I realized is having this much gap, having not working for 8 years, me going back in accounting, or if somebody is the same place, same like me, how could they survive? What do they have an option? Are there somebody who can help this kind of situation? So that made me realize I can go and find a job and do, just 9 to 5. And then, it will be again 9 to 5 job. It's all the same things. But the main goal was like helping somebody like me, having a gap or who wants to enter into, IT. And I can maybe guide them or I can help them not to go through the same problems, I had it. So
Yeah.
that kind of one thing made me to think about it. And also my circle is all related to the same field. So there are many people who I can talk to them, I can take help or suggestions and everything. Except the real core recruiting, I have basically everything. So that's why I thought staffing and in IT is the best one.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And let me know, this could be too current events and too much of a hot topic, but it's interesting, you talk about people like me, and there's a lot of interesting and unique stuff going on with immigrants. So what is that non-immigrant status versus immigrant status for people out there who might not understand the difference or what that might mean for your work or your career?
Yes. So when you say non-immigrant, you are here on work visa. So especially my wife is in IT. So that's why I got an opportunity, golden opportunity to be in US. So, and as a dependent, you cannot work. So
Yeah.
only the primary non-immigrant can work.
Mhm.
If anybody, the dependent spouse or somebody, they cannot legally work. So you don't have a choice to work. So you have to wait until you get some stage in your, green card process.
Mhm.
So it took almost 8 years to go that stage. After that, I applied my work authorization. I got a employment authorization. Then I started it again. So now, of course, now immigrants. Now I'm a GC card holder now, so I can work and do anything. Yeah, it's a long process. It depends on your country and the process. It takes 10 years, and some took almost 15 years to get our green card here. So yeah, that's how all the non-immigration works. But it all depends on country. Me from India, so there are many people. So you have too much competition. It is taking more time. But some different countries, you could get in 5 years, 2 years, and you can build your own business and work for somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that sounds like quite a hurdle as you are thinking about what you're going to do for your own career. But I'm sure there were some other hurdles that you faced in the early days of your company. So once you were able to build out this company, what were some of those big obstacles and what was that mindset that managed to help you just get through?
Wow, that's it was not easy, definitely. Everybody knows, entrepreneurship and starting a company is not a easy path. Only, within a 1 year, we had really a problem, even though my friends were helping. I'm not a sales guy, and also I'm not a public guy also. I don't usually socialize much unless until I very close to them.
Mhm.
So that is a big challenge for me to completely, you know, go into a different, person, become a different person.
Mhm.
So, within a 1 year, we kind of lost almost 80K thousand. We thought we're gonna shut it down. All my friends were there, financially supported. But again, I gave a very, a big thought about it. What is gonna happen if I close it? Okay, what are the options I have it? So that I didn't see much about other things, and I don't want to fail in a 1 year and make my friends feel like I gave up. So it's
Mhm.
gonna be my regret all life. So I decided to again kick back, and I started again my own. Then in a 2 years, I learned everything. The mindset, what I changed myself is learning from others. So I went podcast and I listened to the people like talking about the stories, like what we are talking right now is the
Yeah.
same thing. So these kind of podcast helped me to learn from the people who had troubles, who started businesses, and who went through a lot of issues and troubles financially also,
Mhm.
and who came out of it and doing well. So those lessons made me to rethink and learn from them, and also reading all the entrepreneur books same way, how to control your mindset, and how to learn sales, how to build a network, everything that made me to rethink and restart it. 2022 was the biggest year for me. I made 4 million revenue. So, but with all these troubles, if I, if I, you know, if I that like thought it, okay, this is not for me and gave up in 1 year, I wouldn't have been here, talking to you today.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that that mindset is absolutely critical, and not just for the company owners, but also for the employees, because I've seen you post up about being ruthless and setting standards to only hiring people who have behavior like owners. And I think it's spot on. So, how do you create that type of culture? How do you find and keep the right people who are aligned with it?
Yeah, when I started, I was even new to LinkedIn too. So it's very hard. I found people, but I don't know how to interview. I don't know even how to qualify also. Like I talked to people, they said, they know everything. Okay, let's start it. So I had to spend a lot of money on people. I've learned a lot of lessons in the initial stages. So then I realized, and I hired people, not just the skills, about the mindset and who is ready to take ownership and accountability. So even people thought that's a weakness in beginning. Even I got one feedback. I'm just trying to avoid my own responsibilities and, giving to somebody an option to manage it. You can look at that way, but my point of view is I'm giving them ownership. I'm giving them a decision to make it. I'm giving them to think themselves and find a solution their own. So that made everything different. So from the beginning, now I have a 20 plus people working from India and here, and more than 30 plus people. All I do is I only talk about them, finding about how they are doing it, how they can improve it. So that's the only thing I talk. And now every day, I don't do the business. I only talk to with my team, and I get the leads from the outside. That's it. Remaining all my take cares. And also the best decision I made it last year, even though market was bad, even though things are not going well, hiring somebody almost equal to your level. So that people judge me that's not, maybe that might not be the right decision right this time. But I felt like you have to take, when you want to grow next level, you have to take a risk. So then I decided to take it. And now I'm seeing results for the last 2 to 3 months. I patiently waited and I'm happy I took that right decision, so that I am concentrating in the right things, and I'm showing the path to my team to go to next level.
Yeah. And speaking of results, it's not just showing the path to your team, but also you are helping other companies as well. For instance, you built RecruitElite to help independent recruiters grow. And now you've got these new tools that you're developing like Sociamate, Chatmate AI, Roar.AI. So tell me a little bit more about the platform and the tools.
RecruitElite is like came from out of my problems. So when I started, I don't know if there will be somebody who can help to grow your business. Every business, you need definitely a mentor, coach with that, and you need somebody to talk or ask questions. If you don't have that, if you are building something, it's going to take double. If you have some guidance and somebody who can ask and take inspiration and do it, if you are doing it, that it can build it in 1 year. So you don't need to go to this, do the same mistakes, what I did and what other people are doing. So I realized it, and I also seen people not having a platforms. Just having a skills is not going to help you out and grow. So you need a support in other side. It can be a business operation. It could be somebody being in the US, legally present and help you to connect the dots. So that made me to think, and that's why I started it. I'm trying to guide them how to register company and how to do the business development, and what is recruiting and how they can quickly advance them and themselves and spend the time on the right things, so that they can be very quickly successful. So that's about the RecruitElite.
Nice.
I'm happy now. It's almost 800 people already there. We are trying to build more and trying to help like somebody like me. So it's the same thing. And if we come to the Sociamate is a branding. I started myself building my branding in 2021, 22. I lately realized networking and being a face of your business is more important than anything. Then I started building LinkedIn. my brand, which I used to spend a lot of time basically. So I didn't see the solution that time. If somebody could help me and guide me how to do it, maybe I would have spent more time on business development and got more quickly my revenues and business growth. That I've been doing it. I love it. I love doing it. It's my passion too. So I realized it. If somebody who has this kind of support and who can spend more time on where it really matters for them, not everybody is the same, and it might be that they're not a comfort zone or they don't have a time. So if somebody needs help, and I am there to help them to build their personal branding. So that's about the social I made. So I learned it and I did it myself. I wanted to do for others. I created that. ChatMate is like chatbot now. Every day you see the new UI and everything is changing. But I it just help you to the customers before they're talking to you. You can give most of the information through the ChatMate, and they can chat with your website. They can get all the information directly with just one message. So I built that one for myself. I'm just still we are using it, not into the market for public yet, but social media is there for personal branding.
Yeah. And also, what about Roar.AI? Because I hear that one's about to launch. Tell me a little bit more about that one.
Yeah. So Roar.AI is the problem I am right now. I am having in my recruiting staffing business. So I'm trying to find first find a solution for my problem. So what we are having is we get hundreds of resumes every day for each job. When you're serving for a client, you filter most of it. But the problem is not filtering hundreds of resumes to five. The problem what right now we are trying to solve is that five resumes, you're gonna interview yourself, you're gonna talk to them, you're gonna screen it, and you're gonna send to schedule a meeting to the client and with their time. The problem right now, the clients are taking their time and interviewing them. They are finding a problems. Even the candidates are at the end not really qualified, and we are wasting, kind of feeling like we are wasting clients time. So to solve that, what we did is our Roar AI tool. You have to put the job description along with some input, what exactly the client looking, along with the top five, which we already screened, basic screening, and we're gonna put it there. Then the AI is going to analyze it personally with your degree and the job description and the notes. It's gonna give you a rating, and rating after that, all on top five, or you can directly talk to them and screen them. Even the next phase is going to record your face and analyze your expressions and how really you are, talking with your own experience, or you're doing help of chat GPT, or you're faking, or you're a real person. So these are the real things is going to happen, and it's going to give you the best of best out of that five. And we're going to send only two or three scheduled meeting with the client, even without even, if I don't have a knowledge about the job, I can technically screen you and find out whether you're right fit or not with the help of our tool. Then I'm gonna send two resumes. Final one, client 100% is gonna like it, even though without interviewing they can hire it. That confident they'll get it without.
Yeah, great. So, you talked about 2024 being a rough market. It was a bit doom and gloom. We had some rough months. 2025 is really kind of shaping up. We're really kind of hitting a bull market at the moment. So what are your growth goals for the next 12 months? Like, how do you see yourself growing over the next year?
Yeah. So my first goal was like to beat that 4 million. I tried it in 2023, 2024, but we didn't beat that amount. I thought I would do double this year, but first quarter was very slow. And luckily from May, we are doing tremendously, great. If we go the same level, June and July is also, we did already well. If we go that way, I guessing we could reach at least, 7 to 8 millions. That's my target. But yeah, we still have a half quarter left. So hoping that to be happen. We are working hard on that area.
Yeah. And I mean, there's so many factors, of course. There's just The biggest is you being prepared and having a plan. But the other is sometimes just the luck of the draw, whether the market is good and whether people are ready for your offer, right? So what is the one thing holding you back? If you, for instance, if you had a magic wand, if you could eliminate that one problem, what is the one thing holding back the growth of the Rocks Group?
Raks Group is, of course, I just hired one leader. I wanted to expand it. Now we are already started building a product. So if I wanted to do it, I wanted to get into the government. I wanted to do, more into, because I'm at a federal space. So being in DC, I didn't start using the real use of that government projects and everything. So the next goal, what I want to do is, we wanted to get into governments, and mostly the federal government, and especially in the IT projects. So we want to help and also grow in that way. Maybe next 2 years we could do that. It will be very helpful, and it will be diversifying it. And of course, sports management is already there. I would wanted to double it in next couple of years, and same time wanted to build IT services.
Yeah. I mean, and as you are growing the revenue of the company, you're also growing the impact. And I think the beautiful thing is that you started with that desire to help people to get the jobs that they need, to get the jobs that they deserve. And I think that that's the type of thing that carries people through, is your core purpose, your why, So how do people best connect with you? How do people best connect with your companies? Where can they find you on?
Of course, LinkedIn. So if you Google my name, you'll find a bunch of all the links for my website, Raks Group, and also LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is the best. You can shoot me anything. I would be happy to help. From there.
Yeah, fantastic. And for all of our viewers, for all of our listeners, those links are going to be right below in the show notes. So you are one click away from connecting. Ranjith, thank you so much for your time and expertise on the podcast. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Fox.
Yeah, of course.